Bronze, limited. Let's talk about the qualifier. Yeah, qualifier now.
So what was it? The mock?
Yeah, we'll go. We'll talk about the mocks, and the winning. Okay, so we'll just mention Unimine. We don't mention Steve.
Yeah.
And then we talk about Alyssa's team, and then we'll talk about a team that we picked. What? Okay, let's pick different ones. Which one did you want to talk about?
I liked Michael Smith's D20 Strange.
Okay, I'll go there. I'll go with Aaron's.
Aaron's, okay, yeah. I knew you were going to talk about Aaron's team anyway. It was the budget.
Yeah. If we could just change that Q into something else, his team is set.
And it wasn't even a necessity either.
That's what he said. He goes, he just wanted the prob and the dice.
Yeah.
And I think the main thing he wanted, he said too, was like, if they rolled super senses, he wanted to like change it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because he has the battle fury, he just has no way to deal with super senses.
Yeah.
So Q is a good way to do it. If you roll,
it's a really good way to deal with it.
So
I don't know. Yeah, there's not many better ways to deal with it.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as you roll good, right?
And then we talk about Bronze Limited. We'll take signups on Sunday for Sunday at 5.
And okay. Then when are we starting that?
This Sunday.
Okay.
So I'll probably put up tonight, like, hey, we'll take signups Sunday at 5, and then we'll talk about the qualifier.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's it.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Majestix Heroclix podcast. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you're interested in learning more about the Bronze Age format and the Majestix Open Series, please check out the Open Series website. Also, if you want to learn more about Heroclix strategies, tactics, and the list from the game's top players, please visit the Majestix Apex Insiders website. Lastly, if you're looking for Heroclix singles, please visit our eBay stores. All the links for everything I just talked about is below in the description. My name is Jeff. As always, my co-host Patrick.
Happy Quarantine Monday again, everybody.
Yep. Was this week 4 of lockdown?
Oh, jeez. Did they just extend the time period? I thought it like they push it back to like May 15 or something.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw. I don't know. I've been hiding in the room.
It's just gonna keep pushing back. Yeah. Dude, we really need to get this fucking vaccine, dude.
Well,
it's just gonna keep going.
They're gonna have to do a second round of stimulus because people are going. We're at least a month off of work. It's gonna be at least another month.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's yeah. So
our economy as a whole is gonna suffer.
Yeah, the vaccine really needs to fucking Jesus. It's like I feel like that's like a movie when they're like, oh, it's the first to find this, and then someone discovers it or something. Yeah. First or something. I feel like there was like a movie, there was something like that. Like the first company that can discover this or do this. I feel like that's like a movie.
Like I think I know what you're talking about. And then the storyline sounds familiar.
Yeah, and then they everybody started, like the industry started to do it until they found an answer for something.
Corporate espionage.
Yeah. So anyway, we had let's get right into it. We had the Mach 3. Mach 3. I like that. Mach 3. You guys just bring up the top lists.
Okay, yeah. So last week, I know we were supposed to stream.
We had 16 players. I know.
Yeah. There's a good amount of technical difficulties.
Jesus. Including a lot of us on this side couldn't even get one. But yeah, we had 16 players. 15 because the 16th guy couldn't get on.
Yeah. So
it would have been kind of cool to see Arcade, but anyway, Steve won again with Unimine.
Yep. Right. So same team as week before.
Okay. And then now the next pod, woohoo! Stealth Sentinel, baby.
Yeah, with her. So she had 200 point Stealth Sentinel, which she was playing in Modern too, wasn't she?
Yeah. That's her baby right there. She's like, also she won a Rock Winter map this past weekend. with her modern Stealth Sentinel team. So she's only lost one game in all the games. She's only lost to Jonah.
Dang, Jonah, you should be proud.
That, right? So, but yeah, so I remember she was wondering, she's like, I don't know what to play. I was like, oh, I wish I could play Sentinel, the Stealth Sentinel in Bronze. I was like, well, it's 200 points. You could put the battery on it, and you could just like adapt it. It's like even better because I told her you can play Despo with the superheroes, the Legion flight ring.
Is she? The battery's indigo, right?
It's not indigo. Oops, it's yellow.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It's yellow.
Typo. Yeah. So Sinestro power battery.
Yeah, and I told her that what the Legion of Superheroes flight ring does, it gives. I guess you could bring it up. You want to bring that up?
It gives defend, flight, and psychic blast, if I remember correctly.
You already have the pot. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Flight ring.
Oh.
Flight ring.
That's just typed in flight ring.
Yeah, because you're gonna put the keywords. See?
Hey. All right, here we go. So your force may include up to 3 of this relic, regardless of its type. While this relic is assigned to a character, it can't roll to be assigned any other relic. Yep. This character has a Legion of Superhero keyword. The wing symbol may carry friendly characters regardless of their speed symbol. And this character can use defend and deafness. Okay, so no psych pen.
And the relic roll is 3 through 6. With split lip, it's 2 through 6, which is amazing. And it's free.
Society priest.
Yeah. So defend and toughness. It's a 20 defense. It's tiny. It has penetrating poison. It's really good. And it can basically follow if it wants to latch onto somebody. Anyway, it's hard to attack because it's a 20. As you know, it's a 20 defense. So the idea is on her modern team. I guess let's go back to it. On her modern team, she was using the Diplomat for the defend. Remember the 18 defend with Perplex?
Yes.
So in this, you just kind of changed it up and put Despo and Split Lip. And Despo now has a 20 defense, sharing the defense with Stealth Sentinel. So when the Stealth Sentinel switches to the offensive mode, when it's a 16 defense, it's still a 20. And then they still get a -2 because they're attacking up, theoretically. Right into the
so that's very good. Yeah, it's a good combo.
Yeah, and then she has there. So she has 4, and it's the same IDs that she's using from the modern. It's Magneto, Storm, Iceman, and you can fit the Super Fan in there to have the 4th character for more IDs. Look at that! It's 4 pulse waivers on that team.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. What else? Yeah, you don't need much else.
Yeah, so it's already hard enough to hit the 20. Now trying to hit it with a -2, that's it's really, really hard. Yeah. So she went 3-0 with this.
Yeah, no, she did really good. She was having a lot of fun too.
Yeah, and I don't know how close the Sentinel was to dying, but that's a chore to get through.
It's got a lot of clicks.
Yeah, it's a lot. And also, if you do the healing thing, they could heal back and you just
because when you switch, you heal one up, right? Yeah.
And then if you do it where, Despo's still alive, you're still gonna have a 20 defense. That's awesome. So So what? So we also want to bring up a couple teams to highlight. So you go first.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, your guy. Yeah. So we had Michael Smith come on with us this weekend. He had a new team that we hadn't seen before, and old.
Can you make it bigger? There you go. There you go.
There we are. Okay, all right. So yeah. So he's playing the D20 Strange.
Yep.
Which I thought was cool. We haven't seen. I don't think anyone's played him yet in the format. Nope. So that was cool. He had the Midnight Suns ATA with. For some of you guys that are not familiar, that's not the right one. Did I close the page? There it is. We'll look up the ATA real fast.
It was really funny.
Yeah, I know.
It was really funny.
What happened?
tell the story after. I'll tell.
Yeah, all right. Hold on. All right, so Midnight Suns. So it's 4 points for people that have the Midnight Suns keyword. Characters using the ability can use stealth on their starting click. If that character can already use stealth on their starting click, lines of fire may not be drawn to that character by opposing characters while on that click.
So he's a mystical theme, right? Because it's Doctor Strange and Finn Balor.
Yes.
And so he's putting Parallax on Doctor Strange, and Parallax on the top click has stealth. So you pick stealth. Doctor Strange now has the trait, or the ATA is active now where they can't be drawn. But here's one difference in the new rules, new wording of Pulse Wave. Pulse Wave says characters within half range can't use abilities or powers. That's all it says first. So as long as you're within the Pulse Wave range of somebody, they can't use stealth because stealth is a power. Which now means the Midnight Suns is off, which now means you can Pulse Wave.
Yeah.
So Michael's found out the hard way when he called me over, and then I explained it to him, and he goes, "Oh, now my team sucks. It doesn't work."
But he's still, he was so upset about it. But he still went 2-1.
He was like so upset, but he was 2-0, and he he might have been able to pull it off if he had planned for that, which he didn't, because Finn Balor actually screwed over the Doctor Strange because Finn can't be pulse waved.
His whole thing was to have a pulse wave protected team, basically, but the Midnight Sun trick didn't work.
So, but
if you just moved the lawyer over,
so because Finn can't be pulsed, Doctor Strange was single targeted. Then he was saying how, man, I guess I should have just brought the lawyer over. Then it would have just been 1-on-1, and then Doctor Strange doesn't die.
And then he probably would have won the event.
Yeah, probably, because I think he could have killed. I think he did kill Despo.
He killed Despo and Spitlip. I think he was up on points for sure. So the team
micro decisions. The team works.
Yeah.
Obviously not against Pulseway, but the D20 doing that stuff, that's pretty it's really good.
It's
he's got ID cards, obviously level 7 Iceman Gene.
And the Finn Mjolnir combo is just solid.
Scroll down.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
playing the green battery.
So it's green batteries for them, so they can't be outwitted. And perplexed, and they have willpower or whatever. But Mjolnir on Finn, and you put the sniper on him, and boom, there you go.
Yeah, no, it was
paying the 5 points for the Stark Tower. And so he's got extra. Yeah, so that's another way to stop the pulse wave, is just bring over that Crimson Sage or whatever, and then now you have to pulse wave that guy.
Yeah, it was his first time playing in the series, right?
Yeah, that was the first time.
So
he did pretty good.
Yeah, he did really good, and I think he'll continue to do well. So your favorite team?
So mine is as close to budget as we can get. Yeah. It's Aaron's team. So Aaron also went 2-1. But look at this. Look at this. Like, what the hell? What is this? Phantom Girl, Fancy Dan, Ox, Kite Man, Montana, Alexander, Lukin, Ultron 18.2, and Q. Spider-Woman ID and Magneto ID. Like, what? And then look at the resource.
Utility
belt. And then he has, that's it, right? Okay. So how this team works is he's trying to do the handcuff trick. So, we always talk about all the time. Phantom Girl has her abilities phase and teleport, but if she moves through somebody after resolutions from her phasing, she can be given a close action at no cost. So what you're doing is you're slapping the handcuffs on them, and the handcuffs, if you succeed, instead of doing damage, you put the handcuffs on them, and they can't be given any action other than a power action to break it. And you need to break it on a 4, 5, or 6. Now, a few things. Phantom Girl, her ability, the power also says any characters that she moved through, they cannot use relics or resources. Which means if you're running through a Sinestro guy, you don't have the -2 because they can't use the resource. So now she just needs to hit a regular attack. She'll probably be a 12 or 13 attack, and then hopefully connect. And then obviously you have Q for the prob and the dice manipulation. Now, the funny thing is, if you take out Q, this team is like really cheap.
Yeah.
Probably the most expensive thing there is 18.2, because Phantom Girl is a common, Fancy Dan's an uncommon, Ox is a common, Kite Man is a rare, Montana is a uncommon, Alexander is an uncommon, and then so the only chase there is 18.2. So, but he's not even that much because it's an older piece, and then the utility belt's not that much either, because he's not using any of the other. He's not using the expensive items. He's using handcuffs and like pseudosaros. That's like not much at all. So he has the pseudosaros, takes care of Battle Fury, and with Q around, he can also kind of manipulate the super sense rolls, because if Q rolls like a 1, 2, or 3 or 4, then you can change their super sense roll into that, and then now you hit, and then now you get the handcuffs on. Now, why? Okay, so why the other guys? Okay, so Alexander Lurkin, can you bring him up?
Yep.
He is a power elite guy. It's Lucan, but I knew it. There's no R.
Oh.
I thought it was Lucan.
There it is. Okay.
So he's not using the trait, but his leadership, that's good because he needs extra actions. But the power, so the power release, the power actions of opposing characters with an X are called double power actions. So he has perplex too. It's like, okay, cool, but there's only one. Well, click on, let's look up Montana Oxen. Just look at Montana, and then Fancy Dan. Those guys are all the same. So click on number 22. So he says new boss every week. At the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character that can use Mastermind or Leadership, and a keyword that character has. Montana has the keyword, so Lucan has Mastermind and Leadership.
Nice.
So now he gains the Power Elite keyword. Now you're playing Montana, you're playing Ox, and you're playing Fancy Dan.
Yeah.
Now they all have Power Elite keyword. Now characters within 4 squares of all of them are double power actions now.
Oof. Oh, that's very good.
That's really hard for power. That's really hard for battery teams, ID battery teams, because if they're moving up and next turn calling in, they can't call in because it's a double power action.
Yeah, no, that's.
It also means if they want to use like running shot or hyper or something and they have a token, they can't because it's a double. More importantly, on what he's trying to do is once he gets the handcuffs on, he puts the guys within 4. Now you have to take a double power action to try to break the handcuffs.
On a 50-50.
On a 50-50. But if you have a token and you get slapped on with handcuffs, you have to clear next turn. Which means that's another turn for them to hit you, right? And then the enforcers they're no slouch too, man, because they have they like a they get like free attacks.
Yeah.
They can hit, they have empower, whatever. It's probably gonna take a lot of hits, but if they can lock you down, they can just keep hitting. If also, I believe the Sentinel free action to switch over, or is it just at the beginning of the turn?
Stealth
Sentinel, yeah. Stealth Sentinel. Let's see. Is it
at the beginning
of the turn? Oh no. No, it's not. It's free. Turn. Okay. So you can't even power adaptation with the Stealth Sentinel.
It's a double power action.
Because you need to do a power action and it's a free. You can't do the free with like like for example, if you're able to get Unimind, Unimind can't free to perplex.
Jeez.
Because he has to get a power action. So it's a very subtle team. I mean, it's weird because it seems like it's pretty weak, right? They don't have a power level, but all of that put together, it's really, really disruptive.
Yeah, the synergy is extremely high.
Yeah, and they're only like 4 clicks, 5 clicks, whatever, but man, it could be really good. The Kite Man can taxi them, and then obviously the Ultron 18.2 can call in Spider-Woman or Magneto, and Spider-Woman is there for the super senses because the inspiration is no super senses. So this is, I think, a really cool idea. I don't know what else you can do with this, but if you don't want to go the Phantom Girl route, you can just go pure. This is like I was thinking of teams like this already. You can go pure disruption. You could play like the Nuke clone, and you can play Thug, and you can play Silver Sable. So now you can have up to 7 people that have different names, and they all have power elite. And now you have 7 squares where they can't power action, or they have to double power action. That really slows them down. And even if you play like multiple thugs, even though it doesn't count twice, but just having 2 of them on the board and just moving them out, each of them have a 7 square radius for their, if you're going that route. I don't know how you win, but that's just one way. Interesting to note, if you have wall or net or anything that gives free smoke, free barrier, anything that makes a power as free, because of the double power action rules, you cannot replace a power action with free when you double power action. It has to be given a power action. So, for example, the wall. This actually came up in his game because he called me over. When you're trying to do a wall to separate the two, it's a free action. But because the power elite is there, it needs to be a double power action. Even though it says it's free, it still needs to be given a power action because double power actions can't be replaced by free. So,
I remember that came up a little while ago, and I was like, that's a weird ruling.
Wrong. But basically, if something is a double power action, it cannot be replaced with anything else other than a double power action. Even if that power action would be replaced as free, it's still that.
Yeah, just double power actions can't be replaced for some reason.
Yeah. So, but that's definitely the rule. So, this is I think this is really cool too.
Yeah, no, Aaron always has cool ideas that we haven't seen before, so kudos to him.
Yep.
And then we have another 8 signed up this week. Is it up yet?
If you go to the page, go to the 300. No, the 300. That's not there. The 300 bronze page.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, I know which one on Facebook.
Yeah. So, we have. I think there's like 10 people signed up, 10 or 11, but we're only going to do one pod this week. So, so there's 8 there, and I know Alyssa and Shane want to play too. So, but there's a chance that a couple of these people will drop just because I know some of them are having problems last week. Yeah. So we'll find out. But that segues into the next thing, which is Bronze Age Limited. So we're going to try this out starting this Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. People report. And it's basically another mock. However, there's one difference. Or actually a couple differences, right? No resources, no resources, no IDs, and no equipment during force construction. So basically no entities. We wanted to see, because obviously one of the main barriers of getting into bronze is like the overwhelming nature of it. Of like, have to
resources.
Look at resources, look at IDs, look at all these relics, all these equipment, everything it's just, it could be too much. So to make it a little bit easier for newer players, we'll see how it works. We're bringing back kind of like how what Rock used to have limited. It's basically this, but they were also allowing more than peanut base. Just to keep it simple. So basically, it's just characters and figures. It's everything on the map.
Yes.
If you really want to break it down. The only thing that are off the map would be, like, I don't know, Jason Wingard.
Yeah.
Something like that, or like you have shifting focus. That's it. But no extra things that you have to just, it's like layers upon layers upon layers. The metagame will be different because you can't just like load up people now. It's going to be much different. I think it'll be easier for the people to try to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
And how this came also about was because the post rotation is taking out ID cards, right, for modern. So why not see how that works
affects
for
bronze?
Mm-hmm. Because regular bronze isn't going anywhere. It's just we're adding another format to it to see how it works. See if we can bring in new players so we can expand it.
Or like a co-main event.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we'll just how see, and also back during the Rock days when Limited was around, that was one of the more popular. That was like a really popular format.
It was like 400 point limited, right? Was the main?
No, it was 300. It was 300,
okay.
But you had the option of playing 400 if you wanted. But it was 300 limited. What that was the main. Like if you were to play like a regional or something, it would be 300.
Okay.
But it was also easier to just bring around because this was during the days where there was no 2x2s you could play. So your team could like fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
Right, because you're like, oh, here's my 5 guys, and you just bring them in your hand and go. So, it should be interesting to see what players come up with on Sunday. I obviously suspect like full Unimind, but there's also a lot of answers for Unimind. In that, just because you can't layer Unimind. Like you can layer, you know how he gets layered with like Invincible, Emperor, Super Senses, Shape Change. He has like layer, and then he can actually call in somebody and do something.
Yeah.
Now he actually has to attack.
Yeah, or if you want to waste your first couple turns equipping a relic or an object.
Yeah, he could.
But
that could be enough time for them to get to him. Also, in this format, if he attacks somebody, you're gonna get retaliated 100%.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to like poof them. So if somebody's playing like multiple Surters and like Unimind hits one of them, well, that other Surter's probably coming over and hitting you.
Sorry, Unimind.
Yeah. It could be interesting. We'll see. Obviously, things like Goblin King Jakeem, it should be different. Like the 10 pulls are gonna be different, but I also feel like it's not as strong as some people might think because you don't have the backup of the Sinestro battery anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have the backup of like an Infinity Gauntlet giving you protected this. An equipment that says I have protected outwit like Ion.
Or you get to pick 2 powers and increase 2 stats.
Things like that, yeah. And like giving your shredders invulnerability, flying invulnerability,
flying, phasing.
Yeah, just like oh god. So it'll be a different format. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, so, maybe the shredders will come back. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, right? But yeah, there's that, and then you want to go over the numbers because there we have all the stats, right?
That's this one. All right.
So these are the updated numbers. We'll see what most played.
So
some new ones in here.
Yeah, there's definitely been some new additions to the top numbers. So we'll start off with the top 10 most played figures. We have a big tie for 8th place.
Yeah.
We have a 5-way tie between Surtur, Senator Robert Kelly, Sabretooth, the Construct from the X-Men set, and then the Minster Sinister Construct, and Isaac.
Yeah. Surtur is the new guy.
Surtur is the new guy.
That broke into the top 10. It's interesting how the metagame for the online is different than in person, right?
Yeah, no, people are just trying new stuff.
Yeah, I was telling Zach was asking like, wonder why that is, and we had a little discussion. I'm like, you know what? I think it could be as simple as the metagame is evolving. People seeing what they're playing, and they're just building accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
But more likely, it's that there's an influx of new players that aren't playing in the circuit, so they don't really have like an idea of what the metagame really looks like because they're not sitting in front of somebody playing them. Like they're not playing in a tournament over and over and over for months at a time, and now they understand what the metagame looks like. A lot of them are just playing what they think might work. They're trying some stuff. They're playing what they like. Because remember, like,
that may have worked
isn't there
before.
there's like 7 different states, right?
Yeah.
So all those states, the other states that don't really play, they could just come up with their own stuff. Like look at D20 Strange, White Queen. What? White Queen.
We had Punisher Strange.
Yeah, Punisher Strange.
No, not Punisher. No, Punisher
War
Strange. War Machine Punisher.
Yeah. So, and they're all from different parts. So, and who knows? Maybe they might work. And then so the numbers are going to look a little bit different because they're trying their own stuff. And also, I think a greater point here is if you are to drive, let's say 2 hours to play in an event and spend 6-7 hours in one day, pay $25 or $20, you're probably going to play you're probably going to play something you think that wins, right?
Yeah.
You're like, look, I'm going to spend this whole day there. I'm going to do this, spend this money, time. So I'm going to bring something that I think will work. If you're playing on Roll20 on these mocks, you're at home, you pay $5, you don't have to bring anything out. You just sit there and play.
I know. You're probably sitting there in your underwear, just chilling, right?
If that.
If that.
Hey, and then are optional. And then so then if you think of it like that, they're like, well, I might as well try this because if I lose, what is $5? And and all I did was stay at home. I didn't have to get up and go anywhere.
Exactly.
So maybe some of the numbers might be skewed, or it could also be different players from different parts.
Yeah, and I think people are more comfortable trying new things.
Yeah, because it's just like a fly by night, like just boom, let's just go.
Yeah, well, because like the trials and the 1K are usually a lot more intense.
Yeah,
and are serious. Where
it's because what I was saying. You're gonna drive 2, 3, 4 hours. Yeah. You're gonna spend 6-7 hours there. You're gonna pay $25. You might as well make it worth your time.
Yeah, just the atmosphere seems a lot lighter during the mocks, and everyone's a little more friendly. Or not, everyone's always friendly, but it's a lot lighter.
It's different. Yeah, like I said, because you're at home and you're not. There's nothing like quote unquote professional even seems because like you said, you're probably at home in your underwear.
Yeah, like me and you were being the professionals.
Yeah. So, number 7.
Split Lip, another new addition.
He skyrocketed, man.
Yeah, dude, everyone's been playing Split Lip. The Magneto Construct in 6.
Still, it's dropping, but it's still there.
We have a 2-way tie for 4th. Frenzy Humanity and another new boy, the Carnage.
Carnage moved up from like 10 to 4 and like.
Yeah, he moved up really far. And then our top 3 again are Wendigo, Tri-Sentinel, and Groot. Groot is not going anywhere.
Those things are not going to. I don't think they're going to change. If anything, Carnage might move up just because he's cheaper than Wendigo.
Yeah. But yeah, those will stay there for a while. I think the Friends of Humanity and the constructs will fade away.
Yeah, they're gonna. They're slowly fading. Yeah. I mean, you could see Senator Kelly's already dropping. He's down. So.
And he was the same. Yeah, he was a little under the Friends. Yeah. So. All right, so we'll do the top 10 most played additional game elements, starting with our tied for 9th. We have the Dringay Student and the Phoenix Force Resource.
Oh, so the Phoenix Force is no longer dude. That Phoenix Force keeps dropping. I remember when that was like 4.
Yeah, it was the number. It was the only. It's been the only resource on there up until now.
Not anymore.
Which the power plant from Invincible Iron Man has now taken over.
Number 8. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Man, ever since Jesse won with it, it's just like all power plants everywhere.
And I feel like it's one of the harder resources to complete with all the rings.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. Like, because you have to get those in. You have to get those in the packs. Whereas, well, I guess you have to get the packs too for the War of Light stuff. But yeah, there's also just not that many people out there that have the power plant stuff just for sale.
Yeah. No, I had a lot easier time completing the batteries personally than I did the power plant.
Yeah, a lot of people were opening a lot of construct packs. And specifically you're getting this constructs. Whereas the Iron Man packs, you don't know if you're gonna get a ring or not.
Yeah.
Also, no one's clamoring for Invincible Iron Man boosters.
This is true. Oh man, what would you pay for a case of Invincible Iron Man?
Oh my god. A case? Oh god. like less than $20 for real, because the chases in there.
$1 a booster.
What's that?
$1 a booster.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever break it down, the chases in there suck, and
no good SRs.
Yeah, like nothing's like Silver Centurion's in there, but it's a common whatever. None of like the CUR stuff is really playable. So none of the CUR stuff is playable. The only good prime there really is the Silver Centurion prime, and the chases suck. And like nobody cares about the chases because
that was Iron Pharaoh, right?
Yeah, Iron Pharaoh was, but it's not good anymore
because they nerfed him.
They nerfed him bad. And then, so the only thing you're really getting in there are the rings.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it worth it to get those rings? Probably not. Yeah, now I think about it, man, I don't know if I give $1 for a booster. Shit.
That's right. Yeah.
And even from like a collector's non-gaming, like non-competitive viewpoint, it's not like, other than like the Magia goons, you know, there isn't stuff like people are trying to army build stuff. You know, I can't think of any like.
Was it the hammer drones or the other drones? Was that set?
Yeah, that's in there, but they're not that. It's not that. You know, it's not the same as like getting Wakanda warriors from Avengers Defenders War, hand ninjas.
Yeah.
Or the ninjas from the Batman set. You know, things like that. Like the drones and the dreadnoughts, they're kind of. The Magia goons is the only one that I can think of that's like consistently gone, just because they keep coming out with new Magia keyword guys. So then people say, "Oh, I can keep making more. Just get those guys." But other than that, I can't think of anything else, because even you're right, the super rares, like the Wrecking Crew's in there, but they're not as good as the new Wrecking Crew guys.
Yeah, no, once they reprint them in Thor, they're just so much better.
Yeah, exactly. So done. Yeah.
You can't win them all.
Yeah. All
right. So Power Plant, #1 resource, sitting in 8th place for our top 10 most played game elements. Number 7, we have the Magneto Bounty ID.
Yeah.
Number 6 is the Iceman Student. We have number 5 is the Cyclops Student.
So hold on, these 3 IDs have like, obviously there's gonna be a lot of IDs on here, but the thing that makes the Magneto, Iceman, Cyclops is they have multiple versions to play, right? Like Iceman, you're always playing the 2x2 or the chase, and the Magneto using the 2x2 or the Regenesis guy.
Yep, the 106.
Yeah, and even some of them I've seen were playing like the uncommon Magneto from Uncanny X-Men, where he's a 50 point. Yeah, he's not bad. He's a 50-point guy that can attack and also can running shot for free once per game.
Yes, so he gets like attack. A double flurry, right, from range.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There's so many Cyclops.
And then obviously Cyclops, there's like, shit. You saw my Cyclops. I have like 4 of them when I play them.
Yeah, no, it's always when I'm playing modern, I'm like, all right, which Cyclopses do I want on my sideline? How many spots do I have on my sideline do Cyclops want to take up?
Yeah.
So then our
Bat Signal still.
The Shield
big
level
3.
7.
These are the big 3.
Yep, Shield level 7, Storm ID, and then the Green Arrow.
So obviously, the Green Arrow is playing the Elseworlds, but little by little, you're seeing like the Trinity War,
208,
and the
DC LE1.
LE1, yeah, you're starting to see those. The DC, the 85.1, is actually really good against Retaliators, because he has 3. There's a 12 attack, 3 bolt, triple bolt, pen blast.
Yeah.
So you can just take out those 3 guys. And then obviously level 7 will always be there, just because there's too many to name.
Well, on top, so it was always like Hawkeye and Nick Fury.
Hawkeye, Nick, and Hulk. Those are the big 3. Hawkeye, Nick, Hulk.
And then slowly Quake's been being added. Just
Kobik.
Yeah, just other ones have slowly
and
utility pieces.
Something that someone should probably take a look at is Ross Solomon, because that's a really
Ross
good
Solomon.
piece. It has espionage, pen blast, and they can't pump their defense when she's attacking. So, and she has outwit too, so it's not bad. And then he's only 65 points. So
yeah, Ross Solomon was showing up a lot at the last 1K.
So we got what? That's 7 IDs, 7 out of 10 IDs. Yeah,
4, 5, 6. Yep, 7. 3, 2 resources and 1 object. Alrighty, so now that we have our additional game elements with IDs, we'll go to our sideline. So top 10 most played sideline figures. Number 10 is the SR Hulk from the Mighty Thor set, which we talked about, the Shield Hulk. Number 9 is the Beast Common from the Wolverine Regenesis.
Oh, that's what fell off from the most played game elements. The Beast.
Beast, yeah.
Yeah, that ID was always there.
Yeah, not very much lately.
Yeah.
Just...
Firestorm Chase, here we go.
So, starting with this past 1K, I started adding. So I left all the other numbers the same, and then I started calculating in
Firestorm
trouble alerts,
or the trouble alerts, and then boom, he just skyrocketed.
Firestorm very quickly has made his way to top 10, which you'll be seeing. The other ones jumping up very soon. They're like, if you look at 15, like 11 through 15, I think there's 2 in there.
Oh, really?
So
yeah, we'll see how it goes going forward.
So 8 has Firestorm, Chase.
You know what's going to be interesting? Because now there's going to be space to fight between this and the Troublemakers.
Exactly.
So that should take some wind out of the sail. So anyway.
So the Magneto Rare that we talked about, the 2x2.
Yeah, amazing.
Most people play him at 200 points.
For the call-in?
For the call-in,
yeah. The call-in, yeah. I mean, there's no other way to call him. Yeah, what am I talking about?
So the Iceman, also 2x2. He's played at either 100, 200, or the 15.
15, yeah.
And then
very versatile.
The Cyclops SR from the Xavier X-Men spin this call-in since time began.
Yeah.
And then we have Balls of Fury coming in 4th. Hawkeye at number 3.
Storm and Green Arrow, right?
Storm Ellie, and then the Green Arrow Chase. Not going anywhere.
Yeah, like I feel like those 4 are never going to change.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you have like an Ultron drone or something that's 100 points, you're going to get a Nick Fury on there.
For sure.
All right, so this one restarted with the last 1K.
Because we have the new map list.
Yeah. So March 6th started over. Or 7th, it was 7th.
Yeah.
So top 10 most played maps. We have a tie for 9th between Hacienda and Poison Ivy's Greenhouse. Number 8 is the Wakanda Earth X map. Mm-hmm. Number 7 is Toon World from Yu-Gi-Oh! We have the Xavier School Genosha. Stark Tower. We have Flashpoint Flood. Third place Light Cycle.
2 of our maps.
Yeah, AD Wakakanda Wakakanda from ADW. Oh. And number 1 is the Labyrinth Wall.
I didn't see how far down the Ice Planet map is, but I feel like that's not being utilized, you know?
No, Craig was using it.
It's a really good open map that has some hindrance. But I guess we'll see if the Temple map will be good.
It's legal with June 6th?
Yeah, June, yep.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, obviously Labyrinth is like it's like the replacement for Caverns.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be always a thing.
Yeah.
And then the open, like the ADW, that's like the closest one that you can get to open, right? The Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the short maps, you got Genosha and Hacienda. And Poison Ivy. Those are like the 3, like, okay, I want to be short. Oh, okay. So let's take a look at just real quick the rankings, right? Because I updated those. Adam was doing a good job. We actually have 67 players now on the circuit.
Okay, just for this year.
It's pretty good. Of course, a lot of them too are coming from the online stuff. So, but
yeah, I was gonna say I went like the numbers when I went back from 2019 and 2018. We had well over like 180 players.
Oh yeah, but that was the whole year.
Yeah, no, that was like this is like 2-3 years worth.
Yeah, this is only what.
This is just a couple months.
Yeah. So
so let's start at the top. There we go.
Yeah. So Steve's 1, obviously. Richard's 2, Tony. So Rob, it's funny. Rob is now playing. He's gonna play on Thursday because I think he's losing ground.
Yeah.
He's like forced. He's forced to get in there because he was like number 2 or 3, right? Mm-hmm. And Tony and Richard have been doing well, and they're just right up there. It'd be cool if the Cotes can jump in and play.
No, I know, yeah. Paul was trying to jump in, wasn't he?
Yeah, he told me, and then he just never got back to me, so his spot was given up Alyssa.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that Jesse messaged that he was playing. I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, oh yeah, he never
did.
Yeah, that happened.
Then Jose and Shane still up there, man. Like those are like the grinders right there.
Yeah, no, Jose's a beast, man. He plays in a lot of events. He's been Shane too.
No, they're getting up there. Diego only played a couple times, but look, he's like
he's sold.
Danny, I messed up again. Number 11 and 12. I put it's Danny. Whoops, that's supposed to be the next line. Anyway,
Mr. Esbrook.
Yeah, Alyssa's moved up with her winning because she hasn't in the last the season she hasn't really been the performance has been that good. No, it's not. She hasn't been. The performance hasn't been that good. She's been playing in the trials and stuff. She missed out on the last 1K, but she's been going to the trials.
Yeah.
It's just that you're not really the results aren't there. But she did win last week, so that's why she bumped up to top 15 now. Because that's why she was saying, she was like, oh look, I moved up. You're like, yeah, like, well, you won a mock, so that's gonna jump you up because that's more points than you getting 1 and 2 and getting 1 point.
Yes.
So I think she'll be I think she's gonna be a steady climber there just because she's gonna be playing in everything.
Yeah, and it's like what I was looking at with the people that are winning the mocks, like if you go 2-1, like your record's getting a little better. You go 2-1 again, like Shane
3-1, boom.
Played 3 weeks in a row going 2-1, and I saw his winning he went from a losing record to a winning record.
Yeah.
In the format. It was really interesting. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Good job, bud.
So it should be cool to see how this keeps playing out because obviously we're going to be doing this every week. But I guess this brings us right into the next thing we want to talk about, right? The qualifier that we were just discussing. Yeah. So go ahead and I guess explain the gist of it, like what we're going to be doing.
We were batting around the idea.
Since Jeff was the one who came up with this, so I haven't explained.
Oh, no, I was just stealing the idea from somebody else because I was like, hey, they can do it. We can do it too.
Dude, you're supposed to take it as your own. Come on.
All right, so I had this brilliant idea.
Well, you have to edit out the first
to host this online qualifier since we're not going to be able to host the 1K this year. So I figured the online
at least for the not this year, just for the next one.
For the next season, yeah.
Hopefully by September we can.
Yeah. Knock on wood, man. Who knows, dude? But yeah, so we're gonna do online qualifier. The goal is for 32 players.
Yeah, we're gonna cap it at 32.
Cap it at 32. We're gonna do four pools of 8, and then we'll do 3 rounds, and within those pool, we'll take the top 2 from those pool, put them in.
No, the top 4 from each.
Top 4 from those 4 pools, put them into 2 pools of 8, and then we'll take the top 4 from those pools to go into the finals.
Yeah. So you left out a couple things. It's going to be 3 days. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday, that's where all 32 is going to be there, and you're going to play your 3 rounds, and then we're going to take the top 4. So basically, if you went 2-1, so it'll be 3 2-1s and 1 3-0 that advance. They will be reseeded into the next day, into their 2 pods of 8, with the undefeateds being split up. So 2 undefeateds will be in one, and 2 undefeateds will be in the other, and then we'll put the rest there. And then from there, the 3 and O's. Mm-hmm. And then the 3 and O's will go automatic, obviously, and then the next 4, which is the next 2 and 1s. So the top 2 seeds are going to be the 3 and O's, so they'll be in opposite sides on the bracket of the top 8, and then we'll just do it based off of your points, for your overall points, I guess, for the next round, for the single elimination. So there'll be 3 rounds on Friday. We're going to cut it down to 16. 3 rounds on Saturday, and then we're going to cut it to 8, and then a single elimination on Sunday. So that's 3, 3, 3. So 9 rounds. It should be pretty quick and easy, because everything's online. It's not going to take that much time. Like you were saying, we take just about 4 hours to do 3 rounds. So 4 hours each day, we're done.
Yeah.
But since we can't do the 1K, because obviously the 1K requires us to give out more pricing, more everything, and we need to also give out the money. We won't be able to do because we can't logistically we can't like mail out all the pricing, like
all the tokens,
like all the tokens, all that stuff. So we're gonna have to kind of like almost. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna have to. So it's gonna be $10 for 32 players. If we only get 20, then it has to be $15, or else we won't be able to do like to do the maps and shipping.
Yeah, it
because
won't. Yeah.
we're pricing out for top 8 maps, the maps for top 8, and it will be the new map, the Matrix map, the lobby map. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, because it'll be in June.
Yeah, so that'll be that, and then we'll just mail those out to the 8 players, and if we can get 32 players, so if the cutoff really is at 25 or 24, so if we get 24 players, we could do it $10 a player.
Yeah.
If it's anything less than that, it has to be 15 a player, just so we can cover our costs because of the cost of shipping and the cost of making the map, and obviously, time that we're also spending, which we're really not really making anything. We're just covering the cost of the actual maps and shipping. But if we can get 32 players, man, that's gonna be really good. Because then we can drop the price to 10 instead of 15.
Yeah, and then top 8 gets a map. That's pretty good.
Yeah, top 8's map. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And points for a circuit, which
points for the circuit. It's gonna go down as a qualifier points. So I guess scroll down. Haha. Just scroll down and look at how many points you'll be getting. Boom, boom. Qualifier events. First place gets 20. Look at that. 2017, 14. Yep. And then so 8th place gets 7. And then 3. So the other ones, 3 wins, 2 wins, 1 win, 0 wins. See? 1, 2, 3, 5. And then so we'll be doing that probably, like we'll probably have to start that a little bit earlier, right? Like probably on a Friday, maybe 5 or 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll figure out the logistics when it gets a little closer. But I was actually maybe thinking of splitting Friday into 2 different groups, and we'll do 2 groups of 16.
Maybe. Well, we could, but the problem is I don't want to spend like 8 hours.
Or then we could just stagger them like we have been doing.
Yeah.
Stagger.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. So because of I actually still have to do stuff here.
Yeah.
So but hopefully we can do that. We'll end up making all the rooms. We'll do everything ahead of time. We're basically halfway there because if you look, we have a bunch of rooms made.
Yeah.
And then by then, Justice League, the Fantastic Four starter, and Black Widow will be legal. So going forward for the mocks and any of the online events, by May 1st, those sets will be legal, unless otherwise noted, like it becomes legal beforehand because it's being released earlier.
Yeah.
But seeing as we're not going to see it released for a while, I know, like The Rock and other events, they're allowing not post rotation, but they're allowing Justice League. We will do that starting May 1st.
Okay. Like everything's out.
Yeah. So we'll have May 1st, hopefully before then, but May 1st, just to be safe.
It gives them 17 days to figure it out.
Yeah. Yep. And
Solid
then so until then, we're just gonna do regular, whatever the legality is now. So
modern legal, yeah.
Yep.
No, that sounds good, dude. So
should be good. I know it's trying times right now, but hopefully, we're trying to keep the circuit going, interest up, and hopefully we can get this stupid bullshit over with, so we can get back to playing for real.
Yeah. So I've been hearing that the places that are doing well, the data is showing that the amount of people being sick is less. And then the cities and areas like Florida that had all that spring break and the partying on the beach is like horrible.
They're all dead.
Yeah, there's a bunch of sick people. It's so,
Well,
everyone's got to make a choice.
It's a this is Darwinism at its finest, man.
Dude, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm okay with that.
Look, man, if you're gonna be that stupid, look.
Yeah, there's way too many damn stupid people around.
See, like Bill Burr says, it's just taking up too much space. So, we need to clear. We need to take like all those people, let them walk into the ocean, and then we'll be good. So, anyway, do you have any? I know I didn't ask you this, but do you have any trivia?
Who is the only piece larger than a single base that can be TK'd?
Larger than a single base that can be TK'd? No way.
Yeah, way.
Blackheart.
Oh, I'm still sharing my screen. Damn. I was like, wait, you're looking. I'm still sharing.
That's a trick question.
But yes, Blackheart is correct. Would you have gotten that if it was not sharing my screen?
That's also a trick question.
How's it? It's true though.
Yeah, but
Red Girl. Huh?
It's not like regular. It's like to only TK that guy. I don't know. It's not. To me, that's a trick question. But
Red Gargoyle can use telekinesis, but only to place a friendly character named Blackheart or Blue Gargoyle, regardless of their base size.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, go ahead.
What is the first movie made into Heroclix form?
I want to say Catwoman, but so it's not Catwoman. They made her.
About a cowboy.
Oh, Lone Ranger?
No.
Jonah Hex. Duh.
Yep.
I know that one. Yeah, Jonah Hex.
All right. What is the first video game made into clicks?
Video game? Okay, Halo?
I didn't. I don't even know the name of this game. It was City of Heroes.
Oh. No, don't tell me the answer. I'm just...
Oh.
Like, I'm guessing. Just say yes or no, and I could go into the next one.
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
I figured you didn't know.
No.
Did you know that one?
I would have gone to that, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was going to say City of... Yeah, it was going to be that or City of Villains.
Oh, okay. How many guesses would you like before I...
Until I'm done.
Okay.
Until I'm done.
Yes, ma'am.
Tap out.
All right. What? All right. So we're going to get a little more. This is very specific.
Oh, great.
So what is the single highest priced sold Heroclix that sold on eBay recently? And what piece was it and how much?
Well, what's recently?
Past month.
Single piece?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Jason Wingard.
No.
Because that one sold for $177. Oh my god! Don't tell me it's like Brainiac Chase. Okay, let me. Is it a Justice League Unlimited figure? No. Interesting. So it was a sold listing that was an auction, or is it just like a sold something that's sold?
It looks like it was best offer, and they just paid the full price.
Holy crap! And it's one figure.
One figure.
Okay, is it modern?
Yes.
And it's not Jason Wingard?
No. How much did you say Jason was?
He was 177.52. Is it more than 177.52?
Yeah, it was like another like $230.
Oh, shit. Q Prime.
Yes.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What? How much was it?
$350. Yep. April 13th.
Are there any listed?
They have a few for sale, yeah.
So I should maybe put mine up. Jesus.
There's like 2 for sale, 3.
One of them's like 1,000 or something.
One's $350, one's $400. Full set.
Oh, with everything, right?
For $430. Another full set for $700. $207 for bids.
Interesting. Okay.
And then a $350 buy it now.
I wouldn't have guessed that just because like nobody's really talking about Q. Everyone's talking about Jason.
Yeah, Jason and those new fucking chases. Yeah. God. Well, they
make it already. I for sure would have thought it was going to be Brainiac.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to let it sell out and be like, oh no, these chases are unique now.
Yeah.
All right. So another specific question. This is for your competition. What is the highest priced in stock single piece on cool stuff for Heroclix?
I would not know. I don't know these. Like these aren't I don't check my competition. I would not. Fuck, I have no clue.
Okay.
What is it?
It is Prime Storm and is $80.
Oh. That's it? That's their highest thing that they have?
It's their most expensive one they have in stock.
Wow, that's weak. I got way more than that.
Well, maybe the saying that's your competition.
I know. All right. Hey man, you don't need to be all. You always get defensive every time I come at you like that. Don't be like that.
Okay.
It makes you get very you get so butthurt or something. Like you always have to say something. Don't do that.
Okay. I have one more trivia question for you.
Okay.
What figure has the most stop clicks, and how many does it have?
Most stop clicks. So it's more than 3?
Yes.
Because there's a bunch of them with 3. Most Doomsday?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
8. Look, I don't know. 7?
Not 8.
No,
7.
6? 7? Yeah, but what is he at? 300 points?
Yeah, I think it's like a full points.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that's the one that I think at 100 he's like 4 clicks, but he's like a stop click at each one. And like he can't heal, right? Yeah.
I don't think he can heal, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. Well, dude, if he was, I think people would be playing him.
But Green Arrow just goes right through him.
Oh, that's true. That's why you can never play him.
Never play him.
You could never play him. Oh my god.
Because he went out. He was modern when Green Arrow was modern, and I think they left at the same time.
Dude, you know who else? Wrecks him? Is Nick Fury.
Oh yeah, can't use that power.
Yeah, no, you can't use it. Dead. Oh man, that's
Finn.
Finn too. That sucks because. Oh, that's funny.
Like he had potential to be so cool, but he's just so poopy. So poopy.
Yeah, it's because I wish for someone who's like that's like that close combat time. It's kind of like how Hulk is better now. He's basically like how Hulk maybe.
Yeah.
He's like kind of like how Hulk is. That's kind of like how Doomsday maybe should have been. Because like Immortal Hulk is very playable.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that sucks because Doomsday deserves better than that. Because there hasn't been a good enough. Like that's probably the best Doomsday they made.
Yeah.
Right.
But and sculpt-wise, he looks great. But like if you think about him as a villain, like he's supposed to be on par with beating Superman. He's supposed to have killed Superman.
Yeah, and he's supposed to just like wreck everything, and he just no.
Yeah.
So if anything, but what would be cool if they do in the future. Is if they do something like that, but they do it as a trait where he just takes 1. So then like, he just can't get Finn Balor or some shit. He can't just get outwitted or whatever.
Yeah, no, that would make him more playable.
Yeah, like where you're like, oh, you just take 1 and then.
Or if you want him to be hella broken, just make him hella points.
Yeah.
There's plenty of figures that people aren't going to play competitively. He can still be a fun piece, but
Yeah, you play him and someone plays like I want to play my Dark Knight Rises team. And then here's a Green Arrow. Oh shit, he's dead.
Sorry.
Take 6. Oh yeah, I was like, oh yeah, you can't use defense now. All right.
Have a nice day. Well, maybe one day Doomsday will have his day in bronze. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe if someone makes a good Doomsday.
It's true.
Like maybe that. I think that's one piece that maybe someone who wins could choose.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do that piece justice, you know. Because all the other ones too are very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, you got anything else?
That's all I got, man. More mocks.
Yeah.
This coming week.
Tuesday.
So yeah, Thursday. Look for the stream. Sunday.
Hopefully.
Are we streaming Sunday? Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, you know, we'll see what the
turnout is.
Yeah, we'll see what the turnout, because if the turnout, you know, if it's like only 4 people.
Yeah.
Just because I think there's a lot of interest. A lot of people try it out. Also, it'll be easier for me to upload, so I have to do all the sideline.
All the little sideline, all the resources.
Like I do, everybody has like full 9-figure sidelines. I'm like, oh crap.
Can I get my 6 items for my utility belt?
Yeah, that's why I'd rather do 8 on Thursday, 8 on Sunday.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. All right, so I guess until Thursday, guys. When in doubt, flex the attack.
Don't forget to practice all you guys, Take it easy.
Shake it, Cali.